Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday and welcome to Ugashi's Command TV, the Tourist Man in Black Africa. The economic advisor of William Samoei Ruto, David D, made one of the bizarre arguments yesterday, and Kenyans on Twitter were on fire. David D is the economic advisor of the fifth president of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto. According to David D, Kenya Kwanza did not promise to lower the cost of electricity. In their manifesto, according to him, because Kenyans are full, they don't remember, na wao ni kama giri ambaye anasahau haraka. And there are some people who are clapping and praising him. Well, it was very clear in the manifesto that Kenya Kwanza had promised to lower the cost of electricity, and William Samoei Ruto has on many occasions been promising Kenyans that they are going to lower the cost of electricity. But according to David D, there is nowhere in the manifesto that they had promised to lower the cost of electricity. And he went ahead and told people that they either brace for power outages or in economic meltdown that is like it is happening in South Africa, or Kenyans be ready to pay the high cost of electricity. This, in my view, is bizarre. This, in my view, is shocking. This, in my view, is something that we cannot expect, especially coming from the economic advisor of the president, the man who stays in State House to advise the president on many issues. It is worth noting that David D, during the nascent days of Mwai Kibaki, wrote an economic paper that was rejected by Mwai Kibaki, and it was dismissed. Again, there was a time that Mutahi Gunyi proposed him to Kagame in Rwanda as an economic advisor, and the man was dismissed. Or the truth be told, the man was dismissed within, I think, some few months because he was found wanting. And now this is a man who is expected to advise the president on the economic recovery and maybe achieve Vision 2030, which UDA does not even talk about now. Even after Mwai Kibaki laid the foundation of this country, whereby this country would be a middle-income economy by 2030, UDA, Kenya Kwanza, hawasemi chochote. I want us to look at also what Moses Kuria said in an interview. I think he was in Citizen TV. That he was telling Kenyans that Kenyans should not complain because they are very good at paying a lot of money when it comes to making calls, that Kenyans can spend 1,000 ati wanaweza kutumia 1,000 wakipiga simu, lakini sasa ikifika wakati wa stima, wakati huo ndio wanalalamika. See the kind of argument. See the relationship between this argument and Moses Kuria, the Trade and Investment Cabinet Secretary, who is clueless. And by the way, according to Kenya Kwanza, wanasema Moses Kuria is the most brilliant CS. This is very, very funny. The most brilliant CS is this one now, Moses Kuria. The one who doesn't care even what he says, what he tells the members of the public, whether it is hurting, whether it is alive, he doesn't care. Again, Ruto himself has also said that the cost of, the price of Uga, maize flour, since they take over power, dropped from Kenya shilling 230 to 180, which is wrong in my view. When I was going around the supermarkets in Nairobi and Mount Kenya yesterday, I noted that maize flour is selling between Kenya shilling 230 and 250. So even William Samoei Ruto was not telling the truth. So when you look at the three leaders, because in my view, these are key leaders in Kenya Kwanza, you see a coordinated game mind of trying to play with the minds of very intelligent Kenyans. Na ni jambo ambalo limeweza kushagaza watu wengi. What people should know is that the Energy Regulatory Authority has actually proposed to increase the cost of electricity by April. In fact, I want you to look at your April bill, electricity bill. You'll be shocked. In fact, we have been thrown to the lake of fire. You'll be amazed if the cost of electricity is not going to be doubled. It is going to be quadrupled. It is something that Kenya should brace for. It is something that Kenya should understand now, that there is no hope. The cost of fuel is also likely to shoot up. There's a correlation between energy, that is fuel, and electricity. Haya yote mambo ambayo yanaandamana. Also, according to the millers, the cost of uga, the cost of flour, maize flour, and I think also wheat flour, is also going to shoot very soon. In fact, in a matter of days, mtashangaa mtaona tukinunua uga kwa shilingi kama tuseme kwa mfano 300. Don't be surprised. So, I want us to look at what this means politically, kwa sababu ukiangalia utaona kwamba Goma imeanza sasa kubadilishwa. Na if a hyena wants to eat its children, it starts accusing them of smelling like sheep. This is what Kenya Kwanza is doing. It is telling Kenyans that they are on their own. So the first implication that comes with this kind of argument, that comes with this kind of thing, is that hustlers, who in Kiswahili are known as Wasakatoge, are on their own. The issue of the bottom-up economic model is now what I would call the bottomless pit. We are in a bottomless pit. There is nowhere that the bottom-up was going to work. It was a big lie. It was a big lie from the beginning. Kwa hivyo ukiangalia utaona kwamba sasa mahasura, they're in the lake of fire. That is what I'm arguing. Matatizo yatazidi kuwaka pale katika bahari la moto. Moto utazidi kuwaka pale. And I can see many hustlers crying and gnashing their teeth. And only God can save us. So that is the first implication. The other thing is that for all this time, Kenya Kwanza has been lying. They have not been honest. And when you look at Kenya Kwanza, all said and done, I don't see anybody who is honest in that government. I think the only person who can pass the test of honesty is Musalia Mudavadi, the gentleman from the Mulebe Nation. Is a bit honest. And when you look at Mudavadi, sometimes he does not even agree with what Gachagua is saying. For instance, that idea of saying Kenya is a limited company and only the shareholders are going to get the benefits. You won't hear somebody like Mudavadi saying that. Mugala muwe na haki mpe, ukweli usemwe. And I think we could have made a good president. We could have made a better president than William Samoei Ruto. And what all this means is that these lies are now coming. Unajua, uogo huwezi ukadhihiri kila siku. And one day, the truth must always be told. One day, the truth always come out and watu wanaona ukweli ambao unajitokeza. The other thing is that Kenya Kwanza is now admitting failure. They are telling us we have failed. They are telling us there's nothing we can do. They are telling us, because for sure, they are now admitting that there's nothing they can do about the cost of electricity. There's nothing they can do about the cost of many commodities. And this is very dangerous. This is very dangerous. When you have the government admitting failure, instead of trying to work and rectify these failures, kwa hivyo ni mambo ambayo yanaweza kuleta mtafaruku mkali sana. Again, what Kenya Kwanza has resorted to is mind game. Look at the way David D was telling Kenyans that you either prepare for power outages, and he was giving examples of South Africa, that South Africa walikataa bei ya stima ipande. Now the economy is in a meltdown, the economy is in crisis. And this is not true. This is just joking with the people's mind. And again, when you look at Moses Kuria was trying to castigate Kenyans ati anawaambia kwamba ikiwa wanatumia pesa nyingi kupiga simu, sijui wanafanya nini, hawafai kuwa nalalamika wakati ambapo anakuja wakati bei ya stima inapada, na wakati ambapo inapada utapata kwamba hawalalamiki. So according to Moses Kuria, I think and William Samoei Ruto, even when he was saying that the price of uga has gone down, What I'm saying is just that this is mind game, na ni kuchezea watu, wanachezea watu, hakuna jambo ambalo wanafanya. Again, this is telling Kenyans that there is no hope in sight, which is true in my view. Nothing good is likely to come with the Kenya Kwanza. Nothing good is likely to come with this government. Usitarajie chochote, kwa sababu ni kama kutarajia kuku atage mayai, kama unatarajia mambo mazuri. Ni kama kutarajia dume azae. This is something that cannot happen. Na kile ambacho watu wanafaa kukubali ni kwamba there is no hope with this government. No hope. And we should accept that there is no hope. And if there is no hope, then it means that the government has completely failed, because this is what is coming out from the argument. Because when you look at David D, when you look at Moses Kuria, when you look at the president himself, these are very senior government officials. These are executives who are running the government. Again, what this means is that from the earliest beginning, Kenya Kwanza did not have any concrete plan to resuscitate the economy. In fact, there was no idea, there's nothing concrete from the beginning. Even their manifesto does not matter, because when you look at their manifesto, hakuna kitu ambacho wametimiza, kichote ambacho wamejaribu kutimiza. And even the Hustlers Fund, kama tunavyojua, kile ambacho walikuwa wanafanya is just playing with people's mind. Kwa sababu sasa shilingi 500 utafanyia nini? Shilingi 500 utatumia nini kufanyia nini? Na you are told that you should start a business with Kenya shilling 500. And you should pay within 2 weeks. And as we talk, people should note that almost 1 million Kenyans have not refunded, that repaid the loan that they had taken the Hustlers Fund. Even this one is something that is going to collapse in the fullness of time. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho tunaweza kusema ni kwamba hawa sio watu ambao wanajali. Kile ambacho walikuwa wanafanya ni walikuwa wanataka tu kuingia katika uongozi bila mwelekeo, bila waza yote ambayo inaweza kusemekana ilikuwa pale, au walikuwa wanapaga kubadilisha maisha ya walalaheri na walalahoi. So this is a planless government. It is coming out very clear. And again, something else that is coming out of this argument is that Kenya Kwanza is short of great minds. For sure. Ni nani pale ambaye unaweza ukataja tukasema huyu tunaweza kumlinganisha, tuseme kwa mfano na mtu kama Matiang'i, mtu kama Mishuki, people like David Muraria. There's nobody you can compare with Kenyans of great mind. And by the way, Kenya has a very intelligent people. The problem is tribalism. The problem is nepotism. The problem is corruption. Kwa sababu wizi ule uko katika hii nchi ni wa hali ya juu sana. Na kwa hivyo kile ambacho tunaweza tukaona ni kwamba unless and until William Samoei Ruto go for great minds who are there. Go to University of Nairobi, you get great minds. Go to Kenyatta University. Go to even the Juakali sector. You find great minds who can help resuscitate this economy. Kwa sababu kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba they have killed the economy. And these people have killed our past. And they are very busy killing the future and the present. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba hatuoni matumaini. As we talk, education is in a crisis, especially the junior secondary school. No teachers, nothing to talk about. Some schools, hata madarasa hawana, hata walimu hakuna. Kwa hivyo it's an issue that needs to be addressed. Again, we can say clearly, without any fear of contradiction, that Kenya will sink into the bottomless pit. In fact, this country will sink. If things continue the way they are going, the country will sink. Inflation is now on another level. And again, the Kenyan shilling against the dollar is now, is 126? 126. Something that has never happened in this country. And this one is happening in a government that promised that is going to achieve so much. And now it is coming out that these things that were promising do not make any sense. And in this case, Parliament has its work cut out, because it is the one that is supposed to oversight the executive. The executive has failed completely. And once the executive failed, then the legislature, our parliamentarians, have a duty to remove this government from power through legal means, impeachment. Time for impeaching the president and his executive has come. Time for taking people to the right discourse has come, because we cannot continue like this. We cannot have a government that is promising Kenya this and tomorrow they are saying, no, we don't promise this. I think something needs to be done. This is your host, Cassius Kamani TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Remember to subscribe to our channel if you have not, and like this video, and please go to the church today if you can, and may you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.